Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome to the Narnar and Friends show. We have
It's an
Dottie
honor.
here. It's an honor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a good intro. Um, but yeah, I met you like last week, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. We've
Yep.
been
And the
gaming a
rest has
lot.
been history.
Taking over the world. Um, wait, I met you through Max though, who I also invited, but he didn't. He said he was down, but I think he's confused about the time zones. So I just sent him the link. He might show up at some point.
Perfect.
But he was on like a month or two ago, maybe, with a
Mm-hmm.
group of friends. It was a fun hang. Oh, let's see. I got this fancy banner at the bottom,
Ooh,
right?
that is exciting. Mm-hmm.
Bang. But yeah, you play Resto Druid mostly, and you said Outlaw Rogue a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. So I've always been a restoration druid main. I started in Legion. Okay. And I watched this video. I wish I could remember like what whose video it even was, right? But it was
Mm,
like I was a fresh noob. I knew no one in real life that played WoW. So I've always I never had played, and one of the suggestions in the video was like, "Hey, if you want to, you know, play this game, you should probably try a druid."
hmm,
And so I watched the little section about the druid, and it's like you can do all four roles and everything. And then I watched
true.
the restoration druid healing, and I just saw these beautiful green numbers, and I was like, "That's what I want to do. I want to play resto druid." And so I played it basically as my main since then. Had a couple of different stints on different things, and this season I came back from a break from Dragonflight,
Mm,
uh, from season 4 of Dragonflight. Had some IRL stuff happen, so I kind of quit streaming and making YouTube content and that kind of stuff. But when I came back, I actually came back as an outlaw rogue, and
nice.
yeah, so that's kind of the journey in a nutshell. But Restoration Druid is like the old ball and chain, the old love. You just can't quite get
Nice.
rid of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love playing Druid. Druid's like I always say Druid is my favorite class, but Og is my favorite spec. But like, if I had to pick a spec, it'd be Og. If I had to pick a class, it'd be Druid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I play Guardian Druid, Boomy, and then I usually play more Resto than I do now. But I, I don't know. I think I've done like some 12s or 14s or whatever on Resto, but like not that much. But I like it. I miss when it was. I don't know when you started. Was Flourish a thing? So it was Legion
Um.
and then BFA. I came back in
So
like BFA, and it was
even
Flourish.
so, as far as Dragonflight in terms of Mythic Plus, you still
Mm,
played Flourish. So
okay.
yeah, I'm acquainted with it pretty well, and it's uh, speaking of rest in peace, peace Flourish, because the devs took it out back behind the
Like
barn
for
and shot it.
real.
Pretty,
It was so sad.
but this
That was my favorite. Like as far as like heal, it's not even a combo, but like just covering everyone with hots and then doing the Swiftman wild growth and then slamming flourish and just watching
and
everyone's
then
health like
they
just
could
any
take
damage they take.
unhealable
Yeah,
damage, and it was awesome. Oh
as long as
man.
they didn't get one shot, they would be
Mhm.
topped like very quickly.
I can't
It's a lot of
remember if
fun.
that change happened before season 3 of Dragonflight,
I think so. Sometime in
because
or right around Dragonflight. I don't remember, but it is
yeah, it
sad.
went from like 100 or 200% hot tick rate to
hmm
25 or 20.
25 is like a joke. Like, what the fuck? What am I doing
You
with
don't even notice it.
25%?
You don't even notice
Yeah,
it. Hmm.
it's like, all right, I'll press this, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Resto Druid's so fun. Like, there's just Druid in general, like having Vortex and Roar and Typhoon and all that,
And the
all the
most
mobility.
OP, the most OP ability in the game. Do you want to guess what it is?
Bear form?
Bear form. You can live anything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Bear form, Frenzied Regen Renewal. I'm
Hmm.
chilling. I'm not healing nobody, but I'm chilling.
Well, but it's the one, Boomkin mains hate it when I say that.
hmm Can
But
you Nature Swiftness regrowth in bear form? Or no? Would it take you
um
out?
well, you can cast, it will shift you out.
Oh, okay, okay. I
So
wasn't sure.
you can so the answer is kind of. I like
hmm
not really, but
You can cast
you
it, but
can
it'll take you
start
out of
it
bear. So
from
yeah,
there.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. That would be kind of
Mhm.
insane if you have like
Oh
two
yeah.
swiftness charges. You're just running around as a bear, like boom, boom. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. We We got our first chat from Fountain. See, I could pull up chats right here.
Oh man,
Kind of sick.
that's
Let me
big
take away
time.
this banner. Let's see. Very spiky. Powerful healing is something that led to the one-shotty nature of Dragonflight. Yeah. I guess that's true. Because it had to become like you get one shot by stuff.
hmm
Um as like
I'm
the check. I don't know.
I'm gonna be
At least for
honest.
high keys.
In Mythic Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I really miss Dragonflight Mythic Plus for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Um, kind of with what the chatter said. I watched a video of one of my friends, and it was a 30 Black Rook hold. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they timed it, but they had 17 deaths.
Oh yeah, Blackrook
They
was weird.
timed with 17 deaths. I mean, at 30, that was a pretty legit key.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but man, I don't. You'd be like 20 minutes out of time if you did that now.
Yeah. Probably. I guess there's some
Well,
keys.
that's
Well, I mean the numbers are different now, but I feel like Dark Flame you can usually get a good amount of that. Maybe Motherload. I don't know. I haven't been doing like high keys this season at all.
I've
I'm
timed a
tired.
18 Dark Flame
Mm-hmm.
with everyone with a complete wipe.
Right, right.
Yeah, which on the first boss they just didn't kill the cart. They
Oh
killed the boss,
no.
but they happened at the same time. So everybody died on the cart explosion, but we
Oh
killed
yeah,
the
yeah.
boss.
I remember you were telling me. It like the cart blew up, but the boss died too. So it was
Yep.
like the perfect. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
actually on
good.
my rogue.
Oh shit. Okay.
hmm
On your rogue, you're playing it this season. I haven't seen your rogue yet. I've only seen the druid.
Well, the rogue is like a love hate kind of thing. Outlaw. So I went from not playing outlaw at all, um, and some of my friends that I was playing with at the time, we had a friend that healed as a discipline priest,
Mm.
and they wanted to do keys with her, and I was like, sure, I'll find something else to play, I guess, because nobody wanted a resto druid in comparison. So
Damn.
I bit the bullet, and I was like, I'll try outlaw.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time that I stopped playing it, which is hmm, probably 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago,
Mm.
I went from no experience to uh like the top 50. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm nowhere close to that now. But at the
Mm-hmm.
time with Resilient 17, um at
Nice.
that point in the season, I was in the top 50 for a spec that I had never played before and
That's
haven't
awesome.
played since. But it
Do you
was
feel
very
like
fun.
going from because I don't know, I feel like going from a tank or a healer to a DPS, those people always like kind of fast track to be way better at that role than maybe not at the actual damage numbers, but like as far as
Mhm.
just kind of noticing shit that's going on,
Yeah.
and like surviving stuff, they seem to I don't know, do a little bit
One of
better.
the biggest things that for me that I've had to like really work on as a DPS player is
Hmm.
I'm not greedy enough.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard.
And
Yeah.
so like with the way like adrenaline rush works, right? The more that you spend, the quicker you get it back.
Okay.
So any time that you're not getting CDR is
Hmm.
very bad for you. And so that was one of the biggest things that was impacting my performance is, you know, like in Cinderbrew, I saved a wipe because I decided, well, I'll cheap shot every single one of the bees until they die so it wouldn't kill the tank because our healer was
Yeah.
already dead.
Right.
And I do that, but I do essentially no damage in that time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like finding the balance as like a healer player. Um, Switching to DPS is kind of a different world because it rewards more greedy play
Hmm.
than
But it's
anything.
also something that kind of I had to learn was like if you're playing DPS, part of your like utility almost is killing the pack before it kills everyone. Because
hmm
it's like your
hmm
healer's not gonna kill the pack for you. Like they're gonna keep you
Yeah.
alive for like the say you're supposed to fight it for 30 seconds, but like if I get distracted and I try to do all this helpful shit and then I'm doing like tank dam, we fight it
hmm
for 45 seconds and then we die at the end, it's like shit, I could have had this killed already. But it is like
Yeah.
it's hard to, I don't know. I know what you mean though. Like sometimes I try to be like too helpful, and it's like
Hmm.
no, like just there's there's a healer to do healer shit too. So it's hard. I
Yeah,
struggle with that.
yeah. It, the other interesting thing is also having a different perspective on having a genuine say on what mob dies first.
Mm.
That's one of the most interesting things that I found from a DPS perspective is if I set my mind to I'm going to kill this hobgoblin, right? An
Hmm.
outlaw's not particularly good at, you know, or outlaw's a pumper spec, right? Like this patch, you just do obscene amounts of damage on every pack. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily consider it like super good at or in the same damage profile as like an arcane mage, you know.
Right. Right.
Um, but even so, making sure that I'm on the right target that we need to kill first, it does make a big difference.
Hmm. Yeah. I feel that a lot on my warlock too. Like sometimes there's just a bunch of shitter mobs, and I'm
Mm,
like, all right, I'm chaos bolting now, and it ends up being around the same kind of damage, but a lot more of it goes into the main mob, and it feels really good. Like
yeah,
sometimes we'll like we did a floodgate yesterday where we're pulling. We didn't skip like you could skip the blood warpers. You like stand on the
yeah,
edge and click
mhm,
it. We didn't
mhm.
do that, so I was just like, all right, I'm single targeting this guy, even though there's enough mobs I could rain of fire. Which is one of those things I feel like if you've healed that, you're like, oh no, we're
If
pulling this
if
guy. Oh shit, kill him now.
if you hate
Like,
your healer, you'll rain of fire that.
yeah,
Yeah,
right, right,
like
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
like
It's like I don't want to get a third AOE from this guy. Like, let's get two, and he dies like
mhm.
right before the AOE starts. I'm like, yep, that was good. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you feel like there's any uh similarity? I guess kind of with the stealth, but like between Rogue and Druid, was there anything?
Yeah, so I had to when I was deciding, right? It wasn't like I just randomly decided rogue or
Mm-hmm.
outlaw specifically even. So one of the things that as a healer that I was worried about is I'm not particularly practiced when it comes to doing damage and timing my cooldowns on the right packs at the right time.
Sure.
So my first thing that I checked for is okay, what's something that I can basically press my cooldowns at any point and it will not
Mm.
matter. And Outlaw fits that really well. Like BM Hunter fits that really well. Like you're always pumping. I think even BM, uh, you know, I haven't played it yet, but I did just make Dottie Shoddy.
Oh, I saw you on that a little while ago.
Yeah,
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 nice.
yeah. But you know, I think there's a build that you essentially run zero cooldowns,
Yeah,
and so you're
it's
just like
cool.
always just doing. And I like that idea a
Mm-hmm.
lot because it's like okay, I can just focus in. So with Outlaw, it doesn't really matter when you press Adrenaline Rush in as long as you just press it and then keep it up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I really like the CDR aspects that I have evasion a lot of the time, which
Oh
means
yeah,
I can play more like an idiot and still, live if I need
right.
to. Um,
Because evasion
the
is like a flat DR now, right? It's like a wall kind of,
no,
or is that only
no,
some? Okay.
it's. I'm pretty sure it's not changed. I don't. I'm
Hmm.
not really a rogue expert, so I can't really speak on like the changes there. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I do know as outlaw, you have it significantly more often. Uh,
Okay.
Same with like feint. I can feint
Yeah, feint is
literally
insane.
every single ability that targets me. I can have feint available as outlaw.
Oh, maybe it's
Every
feint
single
that.
AOE.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. I don't know shit about Rogue either. I shouldn't
Yeah.
even
So
try.
rogue, I think that is what you're talking about. There's a
Mm-hmm.
talent that instead of just reducing AOE damage, it also reduces all damage
Yeah.
that you take,
Okay.
and that
I
is
think
like
that's
my
it.
favorite button ever.
But it
It,
costs
it
energy though, right? Is the trade
Yeah, it
off?
does. It does, but
Yeah.
as outlaw with you don't suffer as much as say um assassination. And
Mm, okay.
I know nothing about sub because
Mm.
at this point,
Oh, it
yeah.
says Feint has a 6 second CD and Outlaw reduces that
Yep.
by point 0.5. That's
It's
crazy. Wait, so you just
insane.
have it?
Yeah, you
You
could
have it before
like
it
I said,
expires, pretty much.
you can have it up
Wow.
for any damage that you are going to take,
Oh,
basically.
12 second CD. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, either way, yeah, that's insane.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super awesome. So
That's good. And then how many rogues out there are just like don't press it because they don't know what, like what's going on? I'm talking like in like 12 keys or whatever. Like if I'm
mhm.
healing on rats, I'm like, why is this rogue dying? I thought they were supposed to be tanky as hell.
Other than Killing Spree, I felt immortal as Outlaw. I could
Mm.
live anything. I could accidentally pull anything, no problem. Tricks.
Oh, Tricks is so good too.
It
Yeah.
so it yeah, it also stacks verse. So you are just
Mm.
an absolute tanky boy, and
Right.
I really really like that. So it kind of that choice of me playing Outlaw as well as having stealth and it being kind of like playing parts of a druid
Hmm.
just was a easier transition for me. The only big hurdle for me was definitely the APM of Outlaw
Mm.
is
Sure.
insane. My
Yeah.
my for a while my hands would just hurt.
Is there a lot of different buttons to press too? Because I
Not really.
no, it's just like a few. Okay.
Not really.
Hmm.
There's not a lot. You're just pressing them probably 50% more than you would as Resto Druid.
Damn.
Like
That
the
adds up.
APM is
Yeah.
insanely high.
Hmm.
If you're um, not having downtime, at least.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought I muted my phone.
No, all good,
Dude,
all
I've had
good.
I turned my do not disturb off earlier today. I've had my phone on do not disturb like
Mhm.
99% of the time for the last months. It's so nice. It's a good hack.
Yeah, I have mine on. There's like a I found a personal setting,
Hmm.
and so I basically
You can
just
like
have it to
whitelist a
where
couple people or
mhm,
something.
my
Yeah.
family can call
Hmm.
and or text me and I'll still hear it, but everybody else, it's like, sorry, I don't really want to hear from you at
It's
this
like I'll
point.
see it when I see it. Like I don't
Mhm.
need. Yeah. No, that's good.
I think
It's
that's
a good life
actually
hack.
this kind of a way segue, but I
You're
actually
fine.
think that one of the I remember as a kid before I had a phone, right?
Hmm.
I'm not that old, but um when I was not around other people, I was not around other people. And there
Yeah.
wasn't a constant expectation that if somebody, they can't just yell loud enough that you can hear them across town,
Right. It's like they
you
don't
know?
exist. Yeah.
So one of the things that I've enjoyed is getting some of that, like I will see it and get to it when I am ready to,
Hmm.
and not feel super obligated. But that's kind of a segue anyway.
No, that's good. I like that. I think because I don't know. I know a lot of people that have like way too many notifications on their phone where they
Mm-hmm.
basically ignore it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And like their phone's just ringing all the time. I'm like, does this mean anything? Because I hear it. I know
But
you like have tuned it out, but I hear you getting emails like every 5 minutes. What the fuck is this sound? Like, turn
well,
this
and a
off.
lot of it is even just, um, I don't know how to say it, but almost the experiment that if you ring the bell and then you give the dog food,
Mm,
it'll make the dog
yeah,
salivate.
yeah,
Uh, you know, we're not above that type of conditioning, right? So
yeah.
the more times that you get notifications, the more times, the more likely you are to check them, past a
Hmm.
certain point, and they're just trying to develop, you know, your behavior. And so
And if you
sometimes
check
you can get
something, you'll get
stuck.
like roped into other
Hmm.
shit too. Because
You
then
can
it's like,
get
oh, my phone's open now. I'm looking at this, and
yep.
oh, this person texts me. I'll answer them, and then yeah, yeah, for
So
sure.
it's kind of like part of that's just like recognizing that your time is actually your own.
Hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
Or like letting things pile up. Like I don't need to check. Most things aren't urgent. Like if my husband's calling me, I'll hear it, and that's like it.
Hmm.
And then if I'm at work, yeah, actually, I used to do that at work because I used to work a job where like everyone would have to call me all the time. So I would
Hmm.
like have them whitelisted and then everything else turned off, and then I would
Yep.
flip it when I got home so that it was like only two people can call me.
Yeah.
And then I think like the like top boss always had the bypass one, and it was just a blaring alarm. And
Yeah.
anytime I hear that sound now, I like freak out. I haven't worked
Yep.
there in like years. Like,
Yep.
oh no, yeah, yeah. I try to stay away. I mean, I obviously I'm on like Discord all the time and I stream, but other than that, I don't have any like I don't have Facebook or Instagram or anything like that,
Yep.
or a
I've
TikTok. I've
I've
dodged completely.
I've never I've been on TikTok, but on as a protest, like because other people kept sending me stuff, and I'm like, I don't actually
Mm,
want it, but I couldn't actually view what they were sending me.
yeah.
So it was kind of, yeah, I don't know. I've tried to really phase out a lot of that stuff from my life so I can regain like all this time that you don't even realize that you're spending.
Hmm. I do waste a lot of time. I listen to podcasts and random shit. I've been watching the show Suits recently,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which is such a
I've
garbage
not seen
show.
it, but I've heard
Oh
so
my
many good
god,
things about
it's
it.
so funny. I was talking about it on stream yesterday, but it's dumb. It's like a corny
Mm-hmm.
lawyer show where everything
Yep.
is like so dramatic. I don't know. It's funny. So,
Yep.
and I'm rewatching Stranger Things. That's me and my husband are watching. It's a very actually a really fucking good show. We're like halfway through
Mm-hmm.
the first season, and I'm like, damn, I forgot how good this is. It's like a kid show, but it's not because there's like monsters and
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah.
very well done show. Good sound
Yeah.
design.
I'm a big fan of like historical fiction kind of shows.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. So the last show that I really, really, really thought was awesome was Shogun.
Oh, I never
Um,
saw that.
it
I
was
think I
very
heard of it
cool.
though. Yeah.
It's very cool. I would recommend it if you like kind of political intrigue drama.
Mm. Check it out. Let me jot it on my notes
Yeah,
here.
it's a very and
Shogun
it's
show.
some very cool like um with historical Japan and some parts of their
Mm.
culture is pretty cool.
Yeah. That sounds cool. I used to play a game when I was really little called wait, what the fuck was it called? Well, there was a game. It was like Rome Total War. I think it was called. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but there was like a ninja
Sh-
version
yeah,
too.
Shogun.
It was Shogun. Okay,
I
got it.
think
All
it
right,
is.
cool.
No, I have to look it
Holy
up.
shit.
I
Yeah.
think it's Shogun Total War.
Damn. That's crazy. That game was insane.
I love the total dude. The old uh Rome Total War. I was probably
Mm-hmm.
like 8 years old,
Yeah, I was
like
like,
playing
I
that.
should not have been playing it, but I was.
Yep. So Shogun Total War.
Mm-hmm.
That was,
Dude,
I
there
think,
was
one of the
a you
oldest
could
ones.
send my favorite thing. I didn't really when I was little, I didn't really know how to play games. I would just do like a specific thing that I liked in it.
hmm
Like my
Yeah.
favorite thing in
Yeah.
that game, you could send an assassin to go kill someone, and it would give you a cutscene whether or
Yeah.
not they succeeded. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And
I do.
I didn't understand how like odds worked, like because it would be like you have a two
Yeah.
percent chance of
50
success.
50. It's
Yeah,
50
I'm
50.
like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. It says 2%, but it worked one time. So I would just
hmm
keep sending. I would just lose because I would have no strategy. I would just be like, I just want to see the ninja because he would come out and fucking like gut somebody, and you'd be like, that's my
Yep.
guy. He got it
Yep.
done. Dude, that was great.
Yep. But
Such a good
Rome
game.
Total
Did you
War.
ever? Yeah.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, do you ever play Age of Mythology or Age of
Um,
Empires?
I played Age of Empires, but I never got Age of Mythology
Hmm.
for some
Age of Mythology is really good. Not a lot of
for some
people like
reasons
it.
that I don't know if I should discuss on
Oh
stream,
shit.
but
Okay.
it's kind of funny.
Word. I like that one. They just they remade it kind of with like pretty sick graphics
hmm
like last year. So
Yeah,
I
I
played a
actually
little
have
bit.
it. hmm
Oh shit. It's
hmm
one of those games that I'll play for like a few days every year or two,
Yep.
and I'll just be like completely zoned out doing that. I tried streaming it sometimes, but it's really hard to stream those games cuz you're so like tunneled and like not even that you're locked in, like it's really stressful, but it's like it's not like a chat game. And
Everybody
also, yeah, there's just a lot going on.
forgets that like a lot of games, especially when you don't play them often, and even WoW,
Hmm.
right? It's actually like kind of hard. Like so, when you are uh going or like learning a new game or going back to play a game that you're not very good at, your ability
Hmm.
to actually speak and interact with like chat is
Yeah.
severely limited when you're like going
Hmm.
through and trying to, you know, um, when your attention is much more on the game. I don't know how else to say that, but
No, it's hard. That's oh yeah, that's another good discussion is like streaming while playing WoW, especially healing can be kind of hard because
mhm.
like healing is very you kind of need to stare at your frames and stare at the timers and like stare at your feet. There's like so much going on, and then sometimes I'll look over and I'll read something, and then in that time I'm like, fuck, where was I in my like ramp of this stuff, like how long till the next AoE or whatever. It's very hard.
I'm gonna be honest, and I this sounds a little bit crazy, probably
Mm.
from a Resto Druid, but the only reason why I have timers on my screen, period, is so chat can see them.
Really?
I never look. Yeah.
Oh shit. Huh.
For whatever reason, um,
Do you just know the timers or you just react to the damage?
once I imagine this. Imagine you're playing a game, right? Like World of Warcraft, and you're actually paying attention to what's going on your screen.
No.
And
I
not
would
not
never.
like an add-on or something. Like it's kind of funny. It's the same way that I don't usually look at what like I never look at my bars hardly.
Mm.
Never look at what CDs I have available. I just kind of most of the time know. Um
Yeah, there's some things I'm like that with. Some things I'm not, but yeah, I know what you mean.
and that's like my Resto Druid is the only um character that I have that level of familiarity with.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I hardly ever look at my timers in fights because sometimes I feel like it actually distracts me, and
Mm.
I try to do pay attention to very minimal things.
That makes sense.
Um, yeah, and so that's actually like something that I always tell people, like, you need to pay better attention to your timers and stuff. But I'm not
But you like
actually,
don't actively
I
do it.
might not actually be living what that
Eh,
same experience.
it depends a lot on the spec too. Like not necessarily this version of Discipline Priest, though I guess still more so than Druid, but the one last season
Yeah,
where
Void Weaver.
Void Weaver, like
Mm-hmm.
you used to have to smite a bunch to farm back your orb. And
Yep.
then so I would constantly just be looking at my orb CD and the next cooldown of the AoE because it's like I would need to make sure that those two things meet close
Yep.
enough where I could have it back.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's whatever works. And I feel like once you do the dungeons a lot of time, like you kind of just know like, hey, the damage is coming soon. Or
Yeah.
even just like you hear the voice line and you kind of know.
And
I have the voice lines turned off though, but
so
I don't know.
with Resto Druid, a lot of the time, if you get caught not prepared, it's probably just over anyway.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
like, there are ways that you can catch up, but I don't usually have that happen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
not, I mean, like, it's not like I'm a perfect player. I'm not rank one or whatever, but it's most of the time when I'm trying to pay more attention to where are my party members standing, where am I
Sure. Yeah.
standing,
What buttons are
uh,
they pressing? Like, what do they have rolling or
what do
whatever?
we have? I generally, I mean, most of the dungeons, especially at this point, I know what's coming next.
Mm-hmm.
So um, very often, I'd have to be completely looking at my other screen to be
Yeah. Yeah.
not paying attention at all. But
Hmm. Do you still play? Does Resto Druid still play Verdancy? Or when you're
yeah.
Life Bloom?
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
fucking hate that one. There's so many
So
things I don't like about Resto Druid. I want to play it so bad, but I hate. I don't know. I don't like
I have
Verdancy,
a
and I don't
hmm,
like Germination either. The double rejuve.
so wow, my mind's going in a lot of different directions here. But what's really interesting to me is, because I make guides and for Resto Druid on YouTube, and I do some commentaries and stuff just because I like that. I just try to
Mm-hmm.
make stuff that I would enjoy. Um, so with you know verdancy in particular, it isn't as strong as it was in Dragonflight, but the most one of the most powerful things for healers that I don't hear often discussed is when healers can get free healing by not doing anything. Okay. So
Oh.
the more passive ways that you have to heal your party,
Mm.
the um more. I'm trying to find the right word. So in season 3 of Dragonflight, season 3 and season 4, with that tier set, I'll explain it with an example, right?
The treants.
Yeah, the treants. If you just used all of your treants, if you just used like 100% utilization, if you had it and could press it, you
Mm-hmm.
you you pressed it, you would be able to heal a vast majority of the keys with almost only that button, right?
Yeah,
Completely
they're
passively,
strong.
essentially. Now, in this season, with how strong like healing stream totem is for shamans,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're using that, they have a lot of the um,
Yeah, it's not like you're
random
actively
damage that's
pressing.
happening completely taken
Yeah.
care of.
You're not
And so
like
that,
reacting to stuff. It's just kind of
mhm,
like as long as there's not more damage coming in the next 10 seconds, their health bar will be brought back to full,
yep,
like at some point,
yep.
and then you could
So,
do other shit. Yeah.
and I think people really underestimate that power that healers have.
Mm-hmm.
Is, you know, um, it's not exactly smart healing, but it's just, how strong their baseline kit is, that if you just did the very minimal things, how far you could get. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
reasons why Resto Druid was so strong in those seasons was, outside of buffs, it was also very high throughput with even people that were not playing it particularly well, because they literally
Yeah.
just had to press one button.
I
I
want to
don't know.
say
It's
I did
interesting.
some Resto Druid in those seasons, and it felt pretty chill. I was
Hmm.
like, oh, like I quickly was just like, oh, okay, I need to make an icon where if I'm almost about to overcap my treants, it like I have a little bouncing tree, and I'm like, okay, I press it, and that I felt like that like smoothed out so much, just not overcapping the treants at all. And then when you did have to heal a lot of AOE, be like, okay, I have like put the Efflo down, the life blooms. I'm gonna plop out some treants, Swiftman, wild growth. We're
You
kind of
could heal the
chilling, and
world.
then you just kind of like
Yeah.
whack-a-mole regrowths.
Yep.
It feels
Yep.
nice. If one of the smoothest healers, I'd say. Though I do really really love Voidweaver Discipline Priest. I was playing on
Hmm.
PTR a bit, and they like I don't know. The new tier set makes your Void Blast, which is your smite. So when you
Hmm.
orb, your
Hmm.
smite turns into Void Blast. They made
Yep.
it cast faster and do more damage. So you just it's like more potent, and you have more of them in your window. And
Yeah.
man, I think they nerfed it or something. Maybe they nerfed it. I don't know. I might be making stuff up. But it's like, hey, if I got my orb out, everyone's health is just like, and the sound
They've,
effects. Oh man, it's
one of
great.
the things that I've liked least, okay, about healing in the War Within is they've really taken a stance against like, I use this word particularly, allowing
Hmm.
healers to do legitimate damage.
Yeah.
They keep adding like just random rot damage to mobs that it's like that's not really necessary.
Hmm.
They add dispels that prevent you from being able to press your more damage globals. I don't really love the direction that healing has gone in, because I
Hmm.
loved being able to just try to do as much damage as I could, especially as Resto Druid. But
Yeah.
like with cat weaving and stuff. But that's probably my least favorite part about healing in this expansion, is they've really tried to make you just be healing as much as they
Dude, they
can.
could like double or triple healer damage, and it would still be fine. Like everything would still be
Oh yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah.
Like it would just it would have a lot. I don't know. It'd be a lot more fun. Like
Mhm.
because there is that. It's
It's
kind of
gotten to
lost
a point.
nowadays, where
Mhm.
there used to be this dance of like, especially when I was healing low keys on my Resto Shaman, where I would like be like, I don't really have to heal anyone, so I'm gonna press AG and just do a bunch of damn, and
Yep.
AG's gone anyway. But like
Yep.
I don't know, it's fun. I do a lot of
Yep.
weekly like rat keys with friends, and so it's fun to just like create. Like we did a key yesterday or the other day, I don't remember, but I was on my priest and I was like, all right, I'm going full pad build. I'm not healing anyone. Remember, I was playing with you right when I was yelling about my trinket. Maybe I wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I don't know,
because
but I was like,
I
my
was the one
trinket's
who
down. Stop
typhooned it.
moving. Yeah. Oh my god, you
Mm-hmm.
typhoon the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's
Not
see the thing is,
to
it
out
doesn't
myself.
matter. It doesn't even matter anyway because it's like I'm not doing that much damage. But like it's fun to when you know you can get away with it, and then be like, look, guys, I'm doing damn. I don't know.
Hmm.
I have this thing
Well,
where I only care about damn when I'm healing, and I only care about utility when I'm playing DPS.
yeah,
And
that's
those like should
actually
not be that way.
something that I've had to train myself out of this expansion
Mm, mm.
because most of the time, like legitimately, it is a DPS positive for your group if you just spend most of your time healing. And I really hate
Yeah,
that, but
just make them
the
feel
amount of
comfortable.
damage that you're
Mm,
really gaining from, you know, essentially padding,
mm-hmm.
it doesn't seem even worth it to me anymore. And that makes me
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not.
sad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in Dragonflight, season 4, when they changed the AV trinkets, okay?
Mm,
I in up to like 16s,
mm-hmm.
I would run just double damage trinkets, a pad DPS build,
Yeah. Oh,
um,
yeah.
and there was polls like in Brackenhide and AV that as the healer, I was hitting, 600 to 900k DPS in Dragonflight
Yeah. That's a lot.
with because the AV trinket was completely busted when it was uncapped. I don't
Yeah,
know if
that
you
was
ever
dumb.
messed around with that,
Oh
but oh
yeah, yeah. I
man, that was
remember.
my favorite. But
And it
um
was like nothing. Like you didn't have to do anything to do it,
yeah.
right? Like you just
Mhm.
have to be damaging something or just
Yep.
casting. I don't even remember.
You
But
had
it
to
would
be
just show
pressing
up and
casting
fucking blow people up.
DPS buttons, but I would just
Mm.
spam
Like
uh
Moonfire, Starfire or something.
yeah, Moonfire,
Yeah.
whatever to just fish for the procs. And you
Mm-hmm.
would just out like it was completely broken. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
It
lie.
it was nice though
But
because it wasn't like that hard to get. Like you just had to run Azure Vault a bunch. And then when you did get it, like people would notice kind of. So like,
yep.
Jesus Christ, why are you doing all this
So
damage now? And you're like, it's my trinket,
I have
40% of my
this
overall.
stream VOD that I
Mm.
called running AV so you don't have to. And it was just like 14 or 15 hours of me trying to get that trinket.
Oh
Just
no.
straight going through. Yeah, it was awful. I can't wait for
Damn.
Dragonflight Classic.
Dragonflight Classic. That'd be a good one though. Dragonflight was I don't know, I like Dragonflight. I remember it
Me too.
fondly. It was a fun time.
Mm.
War Within's pretty good too. I don't know. I feel like we're like on our way for the game to be like really, really sick soon. Like
I
with
do
like
too.
resilient keys and like all the stuff that they add each time that I think is gonna stick around. Like it's not like, hey, these are Shadowlands legendaries. It's like, hey, we're changing the key system. And it's like that'll
Mhm.
still be here in 4 seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like however many years down the line. Like I don't know. It seems like oh, you know what? I had a damn, I think I deleted the notes. Maybe I didn't. Sorry, give me like 1 sec.
All
Uh
good. All good.
no, I don't have it. But I had this list for on another episode I was talking and I was like how good the game is now cuz it used to be like Torghast, Cosmic Flux,
Hmm.
uh fucking conduit energy, like all this like random shit that like we
Well,
just don't deal with anymore.
I
Now it's just like okay, Valor Stones are kind of whack, but like I mean, how bad is it?
legitimately, okay. Can you even believe that at some point in this game that we had conduit energy that you couldn't change your conduits
It's like what?
freely outside of like it was like a mobile game that was like we want this to be a meaningful
Right.
choice that you're locked into this for zero reason.
Hmm.
It was just missing the like the for more charges, buy
Yeah,
these
it's like $1 per
30,000
charge or
gems.
some
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
that was the only thing that
It
was
was
missing.
almost there.
It was. I think that people kind of sometimes glaze over how bad certain decisions in like Shadowlands like really were. Like that was a
Hmm.
really not good time for me. I did not enjoy Shadowlands at all, but
Yeah.
with just some of those really weird decisions that they've
There were
really grown from.
yeah. I guess there's like a few things that you're like, wow, this was crazy. Like playing with a Holy Paladin with Ashen Hollow or like
That
a
was fun.
Venthyr Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Watching your friends die trying to play Venthyr Boomy and getting stunned and like having a complete fit and like crying and shit. It was crazy. Um,
Yep.
there's some good times too, but
There were
mostly it was
some
like
good
bad. Like
things,
remember
but
we had to go into the mall? I think that was when I have this like I guess you haven't known me that long, but I have like a philosophy of like I don't really do anything that I don't really want to do. And if
yeah, I
I'm
do.
like
I'm the exact same way.
I'm just
If I'm
like
not
it's
having fun doing
fine.
it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like I almost didn't do the delve belt thing, but it was pretty quick. And I think I upgraded on like one tune, but like I don't raid, I don't do a lot of stuff. I think the Maw was when I people were like, "Oh, you got to do this grind and then you get like sockets or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, but I could just like not have sockets." Like that
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I'm
Yep.
not a professional like I'm not a world first gamer. Like none of my friends are going to kick me out of my friend group for not having like a socket or like an enchant.
Who
Oh my
would have
god, I was
thought?
yeah.
Who would have thought that designing a zone to not be fun would be not fun for players?
Dude, I know they
Imagine
probably
that.
made it before COVID or whatever because it was all that same time, but like to have it be like a quarantine situation and then everyone is like you're supposed to grind like this bleak gray like desolate death zone.
Great
It's just like
timing. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yep.
You're like trying to escape like the
All
fucking
the
fucked
souls
up
of the fallen
world.
comrades coming through.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Hmm.
But I don't know. They got some fun
Crazy.
talent nodes, I guess, that they stole from the Covenants. Like Convoke the
Mhm.
Spirits came from that, you know.
I have a yeah. I have a love hate with it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a crazy time. What was it? Oh shit. Oh, okay. So you've been playing with. When did you meet Max? I don't
So
know
I
if
met him
everyone knows
this.
Max,
I met
but
him this season actually.
okay, right.
It
But
was
like
just
recently, I forget.
yeah, pretty recently.
Mm-hmm. He's funny
It
as
was
hell.
yeah. He's a character. The first thing that when I saw Max apply to the group is I was like, no way, because there's a prop paladin.
Right, right.
Obviously I'm joking, but uh,
No,
prop
I mean
pally
it
this
is
season
fair.
is
Mm-hmm.
um, I think it's kind of the same as I think Resto Druid is actually in a decent spot this past season.
Mm-hmm.
It just isn't the meta healers, like for lack of a better term, it just
Yeah,
isn't. And also with Boomy being what it has been this season, it also makes it hard to justify taking a Resto Druid.
yeah.
But yeah, I met Max in a Cinder Brew
Mm.
in which it was like, okay, well, this will either brick it on the first pull or we'll time the dungeon
Yeah,
probably. Um, and I think it was a 17 Cinder Brew we met. Because I was trying to catch my druid up to my rogue at that point. Um,
nice.
yeah, and uh, he did more damage than our shadow priest and I think one other person on the first pull. And I was like, okay, now we're cooking here. We lived,
Yeah, he
and
does a
he's
lot of
he's
damage.
pumping. Hmm.
He's
Yeah, and
funny.
by the and I hmm. So yeah, that's how I met Max.
Nice.
But one of the things that I enjoy playing with him, uh, or one of the reasons why I enjoy playing with him, is if your tank or any member of your group just pumps, just does a lot of damage, okay? It's
Yeah.
kind of like what we were talking about earlier. When things die faster, that makes the dungeon easier.
Yeah, for sure.
I like obviously, but we were talking about we can do all of these things as a DPS to make pulls smoother, but
Hmm.
it's like, well, it can't throw more chairs if it's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
so um that was what probably stuck out to me was, he was living these difficult pulls as prop pally, which means he knew how to press his cooldowns.
Hmm.
And then two, he was just pumping. And it's like two of those things I like. So I was like, hey, would you want to play together again? And we've continued playing together. It's been fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he's funny.
And I think Resto Druid and Prot Paladin have really good synergy as well.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Since he's not here to defend himself, let me give him a hard time for running the auto sack talent.
Okay,
I'm gonna explain
I
to you.
have no. It's
We're
no.
both like,
Here's no. Okay, let me preempt
that thing
this with
sucks.
I agree with you,
Okay, good. We're good.
but I might be becoming proselyte, like a proselyte of like I've found the new word. Okay, I know. Look,
Okay.
you almost had to cover your ears right there because you
Mm-hmm.
didn't even want to hear it. Okay, sorry to interrupt you, but continue.
No. So, all right. For anyone who doesn't know what the auto sack is, because no one plays it, because it's bad. Basically, so paladins have a thing called Blessing of Sacrifice, which is I think 20 or 30% DR, but the paladin takes like half of it or some of it. I don't remember it. I don't know the math. But it's a DR that you put on people to prevent them from taking damage. But there's a talent where it will auto apply it to someone once they drop below 40% health if it's available. And a lot of people, I don't know. I think because what happens is they'll take a bunch of damage, they'll drop to 20% and they'll get sack instantly. So they see the sack and they're like, oh my God, that guy sacked me. That's crazy because I just took all this damage. I would have been dead without the sack. And then you're like, you think about it and you're like, wait, the sack did nothing. All you did was put sack on CD. So my joke now is that it's also, yo, what's up, John? John is a paladin player. He knows.
Oh,
He knows what's
perfect.
up.
He's a
John, do you
knower.
play the auto sack talent? There's no way you do. Also an HPAL player, so he
Okay.
cares a little bit more about the sack. But yeah, if I drop to 20 and then you sack me at the same second, now your sack's just not available. It would just be better to sack me before. I
So
just don't like it.
here's the essence of the argument, right? Is
Cares a
that
little more about the sack. Sorry.
well, no, I mean everybody loves a good sack, but the essence of the argument, right, is um preventing or mitigating damage before damage happens is always better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying,
Or just mitigating
essentially.
damage. Yeah.
Mitigating damage before it happens is always better than after, which is why you're saying that the auto sack is troll.
Yeah, because you can't mitigate it after it
Right.
happened. It already
Okay.
happened.
Now, in my own experience playing with the forbidden auto sack paladin, okay, there are a lot of, and I use the word forbidden because it's like everybody who had they have this like preconceived notion that it gets wasted a lot. And I think that if you actually took it and studied it empirically, okay, I would probably only want to put a, and it also depends on key level. Okay, so like there's some external factors here, but
Hmm.
I would only estimate that it really gets wasted probably 30 to 40% of the time. Okay. Now, if you say you use it 5 times in a dungeon, right? Okay. And
The auto sack or the regular
or
sack?
just regular. Say you use it
Okay.
5 times, okay?
Sure.
And oh, okay. It's 30 or 40% not a lot. Let me get to the
I
point
was
here.
letting you cook. I have a rebuttal, but
Let
you're
me get to
good.
the point here.
Let me start
But
typing my rebuttal.
yeah,
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
really feel like we need Max because I'm basically arguing in Max's case.
Yeah,
I'm arguing Max's case. So,
Max just does it. Here's the thing. I've known Max for a long time, and I give him shit all the time, so I'll say it. He just doesn't want to fucking sack people. He just doesn't want to think about sack, and that's okay. I'll let him play it, but I am gonna be salty because, bro, like imagine if your bark just happened and you didn't press it. Wouldn't you be like, what the fuck?
it depends.
What if an AoE goes out, you drop to 20, you're in bear form, and then after the AoE, your bark goes on you and goes on cooldown when nothing's
Well,
happening.
yeah,
And
I
you'd be
mean
like,
that would
yeah,
that,
okay.
but
Dun dun, case closed.
bear form is OP, so that would never happen. I would always be
Right.
above,
You would be above, yeah.
No, but the point that I was actually
This is
trying to
so funny.
make
Mm-hmm.
was that there is something to be said about using your defensives more often. And in some cases, autosac has actually saved people because they're taking uh, damage that they're not supposed to be taking. One
Hmm.
of the great examples is in Motherload. Autosac can be very useful. Azarok, bad. You, Azarok will proc the autosac in ways that you wish that it wouldn't.
Hmm.
But in the trash after Azarok um, or on the Peacekeepers, right? Peacekeepers or War Machines, regardless,
Yeah.
um, it can also be helpful. However, it will always be better if someone is at 100% HP and it's used instead of 40. So I'm not really saying that it's not.
It's okay. I know, I got you.
I'm saying
It's
I'm
it's
trying to
like
make a nuanced argument here, but
mm-hmm. I feel you. It's good if you're not gonna sack people, but I feel like there's 0% chance that it's better than just sacking people before they take dam. But I guess I
I
wouldn't
no,
have as much
I
of a problem
agree
with
with
it
you.
if it didn't put sack on cooldown, because then it's like it's usually wasted or whatever, even if you're going 30 to 40%.
Mhm.
And then it's unavailable for something that you would want to use it on. And then my last thing is that it procs. Say someone is standing in a pool and they're taking a fuck ton of damage. Say they like DC or something, and they're running in place and they're standing in a pool and they're taking all this dam. Then the tank auto sacks them. Then the tank starts taking that damage too, and they're doing something else. I don't know. It's okay.
No,
We don't have to talk about it for that long. I
I
don't like it. You
completely
don't mind it as much, which is fine.
I
But I
don't
like giving them a hard time.
I know. I actually think that it's completely warranted because it would make my life better if he just sacked people at higher HP as well. So I'm
Hmm.
kind of, but I'm also not. I'm trying to because it is an interesting discussion, right? I'm not saying that it isn't troll. I'm not saying that it isn't better, but
Hmm.
you know,
That's fine. But
but
spell
it
bop is
does
actually
have
crazy
some use
sometimes.
cases. Yeah.
Hmm. Spell bop is crazy. Sack is also cool because there's not as much this season, but like there's you can like pre-immune stuff. Like I
Hmm.
use it in what, a Theater of Pain when I play Ret. There's some diseases, and I'll
Yeah.
like sack someone to immune the disease plus sack them, and then like I could dispel someone else too. I don't know. Paladin's actually really crazy. Like having a paladin in the group, like the first paladin you add is really nice. Same thing with druid. Like the first druid you put in with like vortex
Yep.
and like battle res, I guess, but it's pretty
When
nice. Yeah, it is a cool combo. Prot and
when
Resto Druid.
when Max comes in, we need to come back to this topic so he can give his take better
I'm gonna
than
get
me
so
trying to
mad.
give his take. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I got you. You're
because
like trying to give his argument, but you don't really believe it in your heart.
well, no, I see. I mean, obviously, if you just used it before bad stuff happened, it's better. Like, there's not much more to say about it than that.
Do
Do
not
not platform
platform
these
these
beliefs. I'm sorry,
beliefs.
chat. I'm sorry. My hands are up. My hands are up.
It's so funny.
My hands
That's
are
okay.
up.
That's okay. Oh man. Yo, I've been having so much fun playing Warlock. I kind of like crashed into your guys' group and we were doing, I guess, like not rat keys, but we were doing like chill 15s. And then I
Mhm.
got my lock in there. So I got some score. I got the 17. Wait, that was with you, right? With the double
Yeah.
Warlock.
Hmm.
We did the 2 Destro lock, 1 Frosty K, Resto Druid, Prop Paladin,
Hmm.
17 Dark Flame.
The new
I
meta
did
comp.
a,
Hmm.
yeah, it was actually insane. No lust. No lust needed.
We would have
I
had
couldn't
the
sleep.
18 as well, but
The 18.
just
What
were
happened in the
caught.
18? I forget.
Um,
I think
in the 18,
Cart
where
Fiesta or something.
well, no, it was on the first poll. We had
Oh, yeah, yeah.
too
We
many
didn't CC the
deaths, and it
guy.
just lived. forever. And two, we had to kind of figure out. I'm like, Max, I can't heal it where we're positioned. We're just taking we were taking double bolts with the rock throws with the AoE. It was just, and we were all just standing out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him, though, is if you tell him you're like, some tanks you play with, they get really, they're like, this is the way that I'm doing this pull. You can figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but he's like that with some things, but with other things, if you explain to him, like, what you just did was fucking nuts. Like, please don't do that again. I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, he's not like stubborn, I guess. Especially, I guess, because he like came back to the game like a couple months ago, and I was playing with him a bit, and we already had, I think, like Resil 15s, so we were kind of like, he was gearing up his tune, and once it got like reasonably geared, we're like, all right, we could do some keys, and then I had to like tell him not to do certain things, like the triple, the robots at the end of Motherload. This is his famous pull. He pulled the double with the extra one, so it was three of those AoE guys.
That happened.
Did he do that?
Well, no. But I have a lot of shorts from a particular human being individual who did that to me, and you could hear my verbal protesting, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, do you do the Twitch clip to short thing? I used to do it, and then I stopped, but I kind of want to do it again.
I have done some of them that way, so the answer is kind of yes.
Word.
Sometimes, I don't know.
Oh, good. Let's see. Usually when I do these, I have a list of questions, but I wasn't sure what we were gonna do, so I didn't make a list.
Yeah, that's
unfortunate. Okay. Do we have any questions from chat since we're live? Anyone have any question ideas?
Preferably not about SAC. My hands are up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I cornered him with the SAC discussion. I'm gonna DM Max. Yo, join us and defend your SAC. That's it. Nothing else.
Very well put.
Join us and defend the SAC. Otherwise, I could pull up. I probably got some good clips. Let's see. Content clips. Oh yeah. So playing with you and MK, and I don't know what to call him, but the guy that was playing Shaman, I was playing with him yesterday too. He has like 4 different names.
Yeah. We call him Frag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call him Frag then.
Yep.
So I was like, his tune is one name, his Discord name is something else, his name in chat is like White something.
Yeah.
And then his name in your server was something else. I was like,
I think it's better probably just to call him Whiteway, since that's what he goes by on Twitch. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna change his name in my Discord.
It's the least important to make sure that you enunciate correctly.
What do you mean, Whiteway?
No. We'll just move on. But yeah, I mean, like Whiteway is the easiest one to.
There you go.
That he'll go by.
Changed his name. Yeah, you guys are funny as hell. We had that one stream like a few days ago where it was just like you guys had been getting owned by a priory or something for a couple hours, and then I joined and everyone was like fried, and we started doing the silliest shit. Oh, I could pull up the ooh clip.
Oh,
that was one of the best. Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, the priory kept getting bricked because Max is one of those people that really hates creative routing. So he insists that we pull the knight and the mini boss, which is fine. It just really raises the level of like a % chance that you'll just be one shot by a pot shot and one of the 2 AoEs. So
I like to line those AoEs. It is annoying though. Sometimes there's like traps on the ground. All right, let me know if you could hear the sound. I don't know if it always works, but I'm gonna play it. So basically the setup is, I've never seen this, but it's totally fine. We pulled these are the little beelets. So Max was pulling these to bring onto the other pull, I guess for like funnel or whatever. And I'm playing AUG, and then the 2 other DPS in the most DPS brain possible are just like hitting these bees, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit
This
these,"
is illegal
and
stream content that you're about to see.
I fucking I don't know, I'm staying close to them because I'm expecting someone to rip aggro, so I'm gonna rescue them out to farm like people being impressed with my AUG, which doesn't happen. But this clip is just what DPS think when they're hitting mobs that don't matter, and it's hilarious. Oh, what is this?
Oh,
Going for a
I'm gonna
ride.
I-beam this.
Oh,
Gonna I-beam the no way.
my eye
Wait.
that I don't have.
Ooh.
Oh, weaving,
That was
weaving.
wrong right now.
The
There's shit happening back here.
I'm confused right now.
Ooh.
Look at all these dots I got going on these things.
God,
Oh,
guys, there's
right.
another
You have
pull
fun.
happening.
Okay, we're
I
coming.
only can go there.
Again.
Let's go. I go, there's another pull happening. They go, okay, we're coming.
You know, I think you should show, the chat what happens to you on the next poll as well.
Oh no. Hold on, I could get it. The big watch out clip. Hold on. This is like a perfect just 5-second clip of me. I'm targeted by the frontal from, hold on, pulling up Chrome tab, big watch out. All right, boom. There we go. I'm targeted by this frontal, and for some reason, I think I was like already gonna breath. This happens to me on my dragon a lot, where I'll be like, and I'll circle back to your question, Tia, by the way. Where I'm like getting ready to breath, and then something happens, and I'm like, well, I still have to breath. Like, I mean, this doesn't change anything for me, even though I should have like baited this and then. But so I'm targeted by this.
You're about to see some perfect gameplay.
And I'm just like, fuck it, I'm setting the breath. So I just yell, big watch out, and then everyone screams, and then I die. It's great. Big watch out.
Oh
No, oh, man! Wait, did I take this? I don't think I take this, but I took it.
That was the targeted July 26th.
I said big watch out. What did you think I was going to do?
And he pinned you up against the wall and had his way with you.
Oh my god.
What a crazy time to include that last thing that I said, and then
Pinned him against the wall.
Mhm.
I didn't know what you meant in the moment. That was a July 26th. I realized that was just the date, right?
Yeah, it was just.
I thought it was a reference to something. I was listening to the clip later. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's hard to explain the reference, but it's like, oh man, I don't even know how to explain it. But it's like, I can't remember. It was some political commentator, and it was he just used like the day's date and saying it was a targeted attack, and I just thought it was really funny. Like, so when something crazy like that happens, that's just one of the go-tos. It's like, oh, it's a insert today's date, targeted attack.
That's good.
Yeah.
I always say something sounds like a PA, and no one has ever asked me what it means, but it means a personal attack. But I always just wait for someone to be like, what? Like, no PAs over here. All right, so we got Tia, aka Fountain. Dude, do you have this problem, actually, before we answer it, where like people have different names in chat and in game?
Yeah.
And like sometimes my brain is just like, I don't know what to call them. And then it looks like I'm ignoring
mine,
people. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's fine though. So I know this guy is Tia, but on Twitch he's Fountain. Fountain. Is PTR M Plus healthy for the Game Pass bug fixing? Do you think they should let people develop routes and practice dungeons before the season is released? What do you think?
I don't like it, actually.
Yeah.
I think that when you're playing a game, one of the parts about having fun playing the game is the discovery phase.
Absolutely.
And in terms of like competition, right? It would be a little bit now unfair if one team could practice a lot more before everyone else. It would be way easier for them to perform well, easier. However, that doesn't mean that it's not like people are prevented from hopping on the PTR and doing that themselves. But it was kind of like on your stream yesterday, you tried to do that, and you spent, I don't know, an hour and a half doing one poll.
No, I think it was like 20 minutes. I gave up really
No,
fast.
it was a
Was it an
long
hour and a
time.
half?
It was
Oh my
like a
God.
long time.
Because we only started one key, I think, or maybe
yeah,
two.
but you wait.
It was
For a
forever.
thing,
Yeah.
and then you did.
Oh
one
no, you're right.
pull.
We did two.
Yep, and then
Yeah,
you did
yeah.
one pull, and halfway or like a quarter of the way through the first pull, the DPS just leaves, and then you wait another half hour to get a full group because you had switched to bear.
Yep.
Like it was a long time, actually.
I just wanted to
And-
play Destrolock, and then we realized we're gonna
Mhm.
be waiting forever. So I was like, all right, I'll play Guardian, and then Dumpy switched to healing, and then the DPS were monkeys and died immediately. And then
Yeah,
I just
so-
said, fuck this, I'm gonna go play live.
Whiteway just pointed out that you spent like 20 minutes just fearing one mob over.
Wait,
and over
that's
and
true.
over.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
fair.
it was a lot longer. So kind of back to the point, right? Is
Mhm.
if you have an organized team that's dedicated to wanting to push, your
Mhm.
ability to experience the dungeons is so much higher than even in your case or in mine of
Yeah,
just being
well,
hopping on the PTR and just like spending all day doing maybe
Mhm.
nothing. I
Well,
don't know.
usually I usually play PTR. I don't play it that much this time, but generally I'll have like when I go on because the PTR BNet is like different than the regular one. I usually
Mhm.
have like when it's like busy time, I have at least like 10 people online usually. So I could usually get like a group and then you just pug like one or two people or whatever, and you'll do the same key like 5 times in a row because something goes wrong or someone leaves and you replace them. And it's usually I would say that was on like the worst end. What you saw yesterday was like on the worst end of the PTR testing. I like it. So there's kind of like two ways to answer his question, which is like, would it be better if it just came out and it was everything was in a bug-free state and everything was balanced and none of the mobs were glitching and you could just discover it with your friends on the first week of the season? It's like, yeah, obviously. But I don't think Blizzard is going to test the dungeons anywhere near like basically people playing on PTR is Blizzard free labor for testing.
Yeah.
At a volume that like they're just not going to fucking do. And so I don't think there's a way to like have a decent dungeon release. And when you think about it, even when they first come out in the beginning of the season, there's still a lot of tuning and shit to be done.
Yep.
But if they didn't test it, I think it would kind of suck. Even just like there's even still things that just don't scale with key level for some reason.
Mhm.
Like in this season, like in Motherload, there's like
Yep.
things that it casts a shield and it's only like a 1% shield. And you're like, that's not on purpose. And that's just because no one reported it. But there's things that like
Those
I don't know.
mobs would be insanely hard if
if
it
you had to
didn't
kick
work
the
like
shield,
that, though.
you'd like require
Oh
a
yeah,
purge.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then there's charges like the end of theater. You know when you go upstairs, you pull those 3 mobs onto the last boss.
Mhm.
Like those guys that charge, I think that's supposed to do damage. Like it does like 1% of your health, but it just doesn't scale with key level. I think it scales with Shadowlands Mythic 0 key level. Is the only
I'm
thing
okay
I
with
could
that
think.
because imagine
I am too.
Imagine
Exactly.
those randomly charging people. They'd have to have put a cast time, which would be more stops, more. I don't know. I think the dungeons are pretty complicated as
No, but
is.
just as an example, like there was
Yeah.
PTR, and then there's always shit that isn't caught. So it's like if you're gonna just like rip it, like no testing, I think like that would be amazing if you could, but I just don't think it's like possible. But I do think it's annoying sometimes for me because I usually play a lot more PTR than I did this time, but I'm specifically trying not to because I find that when the season starts and I play with my normal like friend group or just like whoever I'm playing with at the time, it always like changes. I get like kind of impatient with them for not knowing shit that like they shouldn't know because they didn't.
Yeah.
You can't just expect everyone to play. It's like I play PTR and then I play with. There's like 2 or 3 people in the group that didn't, and then when they don't know, oh, you bait this standing over here, I'm like annoyed, which is not really fair to them and it's not fun. So I'm just like, I'll play a little bit, tweak my UI, set up my plater, and then like just wait. It's my new policy.
Yeah, so I don't. I'm pretty neutral on it. I don't love it for the game aspect, but at the same time, you also don't want to play a completely broken game on release, which sometimes still happens anyway.
Yeah. was a good question though.
Mhm.
Anyone else got questions? Why, Kato? What is your deal? Why are you always calling me toxic? Sipping the juice. What? It's water, man. I don't know. The mythic rating PTR is kind of crazy when a lot of people are interested in Race to World first. That's true.
Yeah.
That also goes with the same thing though. Like Blizzard's not going to test it at the scale of those guilds, maybe. But I don't give a fuck about raid, so I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't care about raid either. I think that even more than Mythic Plus, the competitive integrity of the Race to World first is even more important than Mythic Plus, perceived integrity. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am much stronger in the stance that I'd rather see things not work correctly. Or okay, when I say that, I don't mean things getting one shot like they were. Like, do you remember at the beginning of this season, like the first galley kill, the first couple galley kills
know.
were people exploiting?
Was it bugged and they just killed it? Like,
I'm not sure how they
unfairly?
did it, but it was exploited. Yeah, and so they had to keep reversing the.
I don't know. That sucks though.
Mhm.
I'm new to WoW. Did they always announce the bosses and what they do before? I feel like it would be fun with more mystery. I think so too. I think they always release it, like the dungeon journal on PTR is always there, so you could always read like the abilities, even if it's not like available to test. You can always kind of see it, which you could always see like the day the raid comes out for everyone. You could always read those anyway. So I guess it's kind of the same thing. Hold on, what's Burrito saying? The last boss of the raid on Mythic used to have secret phases that weren't released in PTR and guilds had to figure out. That's kind of cool. They kind of got rid of that though for the last couple seasons. Sepulture had the last 3 bosses as secret bosses too, which was a cool twist.
I think a lot of the high-end Mythic raid guilds really hated that season though. Or that Race to World first
really?
in particular, yeah. I mean, that's my repeat of what they said, so take it with a grain of salt. But I thought that I remember watching a lot of like Liquid end up actually going home early because they were just burnt out from grinding. Yeah. So I don't know if that was the difficulty or if that was the zero testing on the last couple bosses. I don't know, but
Gotcha. All right. So I think we're gonna wrap up soon, but I don't know how. Okay, so I can't like start. Basically, I'm streaming in this website, and I have to end my stream and then start regular. There's no way for me to like take over the current stream, so I don't know. But if you want to start, and then I'll send these folks to you, Insta, and then I'll start my stream. But or wait, you were gonna stream tonight, right?
Yeah, I was gonna stream.
Yeah,
tonight,
if you wanted to start it up, or we can hang out for a bit more. I don't know.
No,
I mean,
I might take a little bit of a
okay, no worries then.
break. So
let's see.
Let's
see. Well, anyway, sorry, I don't know how to like end these, so we'll start my ramp of. Thank you for coming on. I also don't normally do the live ones. The live ones are fun. I think it's interesting to get the what is it? What we got?
The chat as well.
Oh wait, see, it shows up small now. I enabled that. See the thing in the corner? Oh, it's gone. Sorry.
Thing in the corner.
Nope. It was showing up like.
I do see a button now that says "Stream this to your audience."
Oh wait. See what happens if you press that. I might have to make you mod or something.
I'd have to log. It's prompting me to log in, so I'd have to make an account and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But
well, good to know for next time.
I did just see it.
Cool.
Well, good. I guess I'll help you wrap up as well.
Sure. Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's fun, nice yapping a little bit, talking about some good sack versus bad sack action. And it was fun.
Sack debate.
And it wasn't really a debate. It was a pretty clear answer that I was arguing for the losing side.
You took one for the team there. I appreciate it.
Got to get farmed.
The Max Shill over here. Got to defend the tank. Yeah.
Yep.
But no, it's fun. I like playing with you because we just met like last week, but I feel like we see a lot of the same shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Good synergy there. I want to play my AUG maybe next season if AUG is like, if it's fun to play, I'll play it. But I like playing AUGs with healers that I'm in Discord with because it's fun to Zephyr and cauterize and do some fun AUG shit.
And I always just like doing keys for fun. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's even better.
Oh, dude, yesterday I couldn't sleep, so I logged back in, and then my like Australian friend whispered me and was like, "Do you want to do a 16 Dark Flame Cleft?" And I was like, "Sure, but the ping is gonna be bad, so maybe not." He's like, "It's fine. It's not my key. I don't care." LOL. I was like, "Oh, okay." Toxic.
Nice.
Sure. Then I was like, "Well,
Mhm.
can I bring my dragon?" I'm like trying to make it so they don't want me to go. And they're like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, "Fuck, all right." So I bring the dragon. I have insane ping. Like I press hover and like a second later I'll move. It was so difficult, but we timed it, so I got a little dragon score yesterday.
Yeah, so that was probably a really weird experience for you when you were like, "Oh, I could play AUG," and everybody else was like, "Yeah, do it."
Yeah,
know?
that was so weird. Yeah,
Mhm.
I kind of said I was like, "Can I bring my dragon?" Because yeah, you guys were doing the priory and you needed a lust, and my only lust is my dragon. Really, my mage is like I don't play mage this season. But yeah, and then I was listening to your stream and MK was like, "Yes, bring the fucking AUG." It's just like, is she kidding? Who the fuck wants an AUG? I'll take it though.
Yeah, I'm glad
It was
that I
fun.
wasn't
Cauterize is
showing my
insane.
face on stream that time, because I would have been.
You're like, I don't know if we get the AUG.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was great with the classes we had though. 'Cause
No,
what
I'm
is it,
pretty sure
Frosty
that it.
K and like Havoc Demon Hunter?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Havoc. Hmm.
I would have to think more about what kind of CDs they have. I was kind of just sending breath like whenever. But, yeah. All right. Well,
All right,
GG's.
I'll leave here.
Thanks for
so
hanging.
thanks. Yeah, thank you. It was really
talk
fun.
to you soon. I'm gonna stream
All
in
right.
like a little bit. I'm just gonna take a small break. But yeah.
All right, perfect. All right,
Later.
bye, chat.
See ya.